You are here because you want to know how to improve your sleep, so I simplified two of the most important principles for better sleep. Sleep duration. You have most likely heard that getting around 8 hours of sleep is the optimal amount of sleep, but sadly there's no such easy answer as one specific number. All our bodies are different, and no shoe size fits all. The optimal sleep duration for adults can actually vary all the way from around 6 hours to 10 or even 11 hours of sleep. Therefore, with this huge amount of individual variation, using the average number is really not optimal at all. So, how do you figure out how much sleep you need? Start by looking at how you wake up in the morning. Do you need an alarm to wake you up? Does it take you a long time to wake up? Do you crave caffeinated and sugar-rich drinks during the day to keep you awake? And importantly, does your sleep pattern change on the weekends and holidays when you have more time to sleep? If you can answer yes to any of these questions, then you perhaps need more sleep. What I recommend is to go increasingly earlier to bed until you wake up without your alarm. Now, you might complain that you don't have enough time to sleep, but before just using not having time as an excuse, take a look at your screen time. Imagine you spent just some of those hours sleeping instead. If you need help with lowering your screen time, then watch this video. Follow your circadian rhythm. If you recognize being tired all day and finally when you hit the bed you feel perfectly awake, then I've got a few tips for you. Your body has a circadian rhythm, which is essentially the body's internal clock. If you interfere with it, it will be harder to fall asleep and wake up at appropriate times. The first tip to support your circadian rhythm is sleeping in a colder room. Your body naturally cools down to initiate sleep. Therefore, being in a colder room will help lower your body temperature and initiate sleep quicker. Second tip is to take a hot shower before bed. When you're exposed to hot water, the body can't hold on to the heat and therefore sends blood to your skin. Once you step out of the hot shower, the heat will radiate out to your environment, and your body temperature will plummet. Third tip is to put away your clock or phone. Being able to see for how long you haven't been able to fall asleep will only make you more stressed. Fourth tip is to exercise, but not too late. Exercising during the day can help you feel more tired when it's time to sleep. But exercising too late can actually backfire since exercising raises your core temperature, heart rate, and adrenaline levels. This makes it harder to relax and delays the time it will take for your body to cool down. Fifth tip: avoid nicotine and caffeine before bed. Nicotine is a stimulant which increases your heart rate and alertness, making it harder to fall asleep. Try to avoid it for at least 4 hours before bed, and ideally 6 hours. You also want to avoid caffeine before bed. Caffeine blocks adenosine, which is a brain chemical that makes you feel sleepy. Our bodies are, as mentioned earlier, all different, but they take on average 5-6 hours to break down just half of the caffeine consumed. Even though you can fall asleep after consuming coffee late in the day, it can reduce deep sleep by up to 20%, leaving you less refreshed in the morning. Experts such as Andrew Huberman recommend ideally not consuming caffeine at least 8 hours before bed and preferably not even 10 to 12 hours before going to sleep. Sixth tip is to signal your body that it's time to wind down. Instead of playing high-intensity video games right before bed, try stretching, reading, taking a hot shower, listening to calm music, journaling, or whatever you like. To implement a habit of doing a relaxing activity before bed, check out this video. Seventh tip is to get sun exposure for at least 30 minutes during the day and preferably in the morning. This helps to condition your body's schedule and trigger tiredness at the right time. Now, if you've done all of these 7 things and still can't fall asleep, I've got a method for you, often referred to as the military sleep method. First, close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Now focus on relaxing every muscle in your face, starting from your forehead and then moving downward over the muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, mouth, tongue, and jaw. Now with your face relaxed, work your way down to your neck, shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, hands, fingers, and continue working your way downwards like this until you've relaxed your whole body. Lastly, focus on clearing your mind. I like to solely think about my breathing to eliminate other thoughts. If you practice this technique for 6 weeks in a row, it's supposed to help you fall asleep in under 2 minutes. Try it out for yourself and share in the comments if you find any additional helpful tips.